It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C-Chum, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends are back.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen. 7:05, 5 minutes after 7. August 14th, it's a Wednesday. We done made it to hump day. Yes, we have. Hump day, hump day, hump day. Hump day, hump day, hump day, hump day, hump day. Everybody, hump day. You get a hump. She get a hump. She get a hump. She get remix, remix. She get a hump. She get a hump. Hump. Hump day, hump day, hump day, hump day, hump day. All right. All right, let's get to these good mornings. Woo. I slept some type of sleep last night, boy. For those who don't know, for those who are new to the show, I'll tell you, the most underrated thing is some good sleep, people. Every doctor will tell you sleep is how your body recovers. We be walking around treating our bodies like cell phones. We be at 1% because we don't get our rest. We don't take care of our bodies, but I got that sleep last night, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Whew, slept so long, I missed my morning workout. Woke up and I said, uh-oh, got to get downstairs. Oh, I got to get downstairs. I got to turn that, open the laptop, baby. Open the laptop. Good morning. Let's get to all these good mornings. See how your night was, all that good stuff. I don't know who was first up to bat, who was on here on deck first. Let me see. Looks like it was Miss Clark. Miss Clark, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy hump day, Afro Queen. I feel now when I go to y'all, I feel like I know y'all so much better. Shelly, what's good? Jeanette, what's good? What's good? What's good? All right, let me get all the Jeanette. What she wants to say? What's up? Say what's up, Shelly. Miss Clark, Afro Queen. I'm trying to think when our next event is gonna be. Miss Clark in here. Good morning. Good morning, Queen Born 9. Morning, people in the chat. Morning, people in the chat. And Johnny, we got questions. What up, Johnny? We thought we lost you. We didn't know what was going on. We didn't see you yesterday. Maybe you were here and I missed you. But Johnny from Australia, Johnny, we got questions. We got questions. Johnny, y'all became a very integral part. Jay Black is in the building, y'all. Jay Black is in the building.
What up, Johnny?
Johnny is in. We got questions for Johnny. Johnny, what's good with the breakdancing in Australia, homie?
Miss Clark is up.
Breakdance.
Oh, the B girls, the B boys. Shelly, what up?
Ray Gunn. Her name is Ray Gunn, Johnny. Is she a hero out there? Because she caught hell. I messed up. I should have had the clip. For those who don't know, Miss Australia Ray Gunn, she came in, and I'm not making fun, Johnny. I'm just stating fact. She came in last in the breakdance competition in the Olympics, which there's rumors they're not going to have it again for Los Angeles.
You said her name is Miss what? Miss.
Her name is Ray Gunn. All you gotta do is put Ray Gunn Australia, and she came in dead last. And I don't know what your breakdance scene looks in Australia, but she wasn't good. No diss. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, Johnny. We don't want to lose you as a viewer, but I gotta put this out. Supposedly, she's a teacher. She did the kangaroo move. She did the water gun move.
Okay.
And because of all the heat, this is what they're saying. The heat that breakdance took, they may not bring it back for the Los Angeles games in 4 years. And but talking about going viral, she's going viral. She didn't even make the video. She just performed. She performed. And now everybody's in an uproar. Everybody's got is reposting, posting. People got memes. People got this and that. I just want to know, Johnny, how is the response going on out there in Australia, her home country? She seems to be pretty happy. I saw a video where she was breakdancing for people out there. She was a ballroom. Yeah, she was a ballroom dancer for a while. She seems to be a celebrity out there. But on the world, this is
Oh, that's getting it in. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, she was giving it all she got. Well, you keep going. You don't see the kangaroo. There's the water, the sprinkler. That was the sprinkler, and then she pointed at herself. She had the cockiness. That the kangaroo.
Oh, there you go.
There was the that was the infamous kangaroo.
Okay.
Now I give her credit because she did every move with ultimate confidence, conviction. Like I always say, it's always the one thing important. That's what's in your own mind. There are rumors of corruption. Yes, I heard there was he's right. There's rumors of corruption because she basically pushed herself through. I guess she created the team. She created everything, and next thing you know, they just ran it through. They said, "All right." She knew the ins and outs. So
okay, Ray
and the sad part, just like y'all want to pile on with negativity, the sad part is they focused on her so much. She came in last. She got what she deserved. She came in last. But now they're talking about after the debut of breakdance, they want. I watched the entire break. I watched the final gold medal round. We were at work. We all enjoyed it. The DJ was fire. I gotta get the DJ's name. He was fire. He was playing all the old school. I'm talking Jay songs you don't even know about for breakdancing that we'd breakdance to in the 80s. Kangaroo.
Okay.
She froze. She hit the pose. She froze. Oh, froze again.
So that's Ray. That's her right there.
Ray Gunn. I like the name, Ray Gunn. Sounded like Ray Gunn was about to get it popping. Little did we know Ray Gunn was going to do the water sprinkler. We didn't know. What's up? What up, Coco? Ray Gunn did the. Okay, so Johnny, keep us updated. She wasn't breakdancing. She must have had heat stroke. Yes, Johnny, she wasn't breakdancing, but she gave it all she got, and she yawned. She yawned at the competitor because, they would go against each other. She was yawning. I was like, oh, look at she yawning and everything. She must be fire. And then the Australian government put out, they condemn any trolling of their athlete. And I'm sitting there going, you do know breakdancing is based on trolling, right? You do know way before social media, breakdancing was the yeah. Then she did the crunches. You did the crunches. Then she got that one spin. She got that one. She went around once.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right. We got it.
Got it. Yeah. She was like, let's get it. Windmill with the arms. Okay. All right. Yeah.
The part of winning a gold medal for breakdancing is crazy to me. But
why is it crazy?
Oh, this is what she did to actually make it to the Olympics.
Let's see what the break battle. Oh, there must be some corruption because I know she wasn't better than whoever she went against. What the hell? Oh. She's watched a lot of breakdancing. In her mind, okay, all right.
In her mind, she's killing it.
In her mind, she's killing it.
She crazy. It's like B Street all over.
Pose. All right.
I don't know.
Poor thing. Poor thing. She and then she made it, and then it was her moment. It was her moment, never to be forgotten. It was her moment. Okay, all right, girl. Well, that was her. Well, Johnny, if you got connects out here to get her on the show, let us know. That would be dope. If you got connects, there's some new. There's some new breakdancers. So if you got a hookup, I know I don't want to do what everybody does simply because you live in Australia. I believe you can contact her. Australia's a big place. It's like when you tell somebody you from New York or Jersey or whatever, they're like, Tony? No, I don't know Tony. There's 1,000 Tonys. So go ahead, make it happen. How was your night there, Jay Black? How was your night?
Night was good. Nothing special last night. I played hooky from work.
Mhm.
You know, that was good. Sometimes you gotta play hooky, people. Within reason though. Not when you got a lot of priors. Just play hooky, especially if you're running things. Just take some time for yourself.
Oh, look at the chain. Look at Jay. Take time for yourself.
Take
Smell
time
the
for yourself.
roses. That is nothing but like. Can we just clap it up for Lady Q? Can we just really the changes? Changes. Changes. This man said, smell the roses. Take a few
Smell
days
the
off.
roses. Yes.
Look. Oh man. Well, yesterday for me, I had the temptation of all temptations. A customer, a steady customer who they've known for years was coming there with, he brought nothing but pastries, and he bought these coffee cakes that literally are this like chunky big, like ridiculous.
Oh, they brought them in for y'all to share.
He bought stacks. It was like the holidays, during the holidays when they bring us food. And I broke down.
You trust food from randoms?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You eat food from randoms every time you go to McDonald's. You eat food from randoms. Every time
that's a difference. I'm watching
no
you
difference.
cook it.
No, you're full of shit. You don't even know which one is yours.
But it's different. Somebody bringing them in off the
which
street.
one is yours. At least the box was closed and sealed properly. We had to crack the seal and the whole nine. Then they brought in. I didn't know they had lunch delivered, and they had cheesesteak pizzas. Cheesesteak pizza is my favorite pizza right now, people, because I'm a fat boy at heart. That cheesesteak pizza right there. It's the only time I've ever had pizza. I wanted to put ketchup on my pizza. Oh, and I broke, and then I missed my workout. I'll start a breakdancing competition. That's how get her in the trap. Get her in the trap. But
he putting the word out. He putting the word out. He trying to get it, so he gonna join that community. Then maybe he can find.
All right, Johnny, get ready and make it quick, because this story ain't got more legs. This story's almost legged out, y'all. Make it quick. All right, Donald Trump was on with Elon Musk. He made a bunch of comments. I don't have a lot of. I'm trying to chill with the Donald Trump thing for a little bit because we're gonna have a lot to deal. He feasted and lived to tell about it. Oh yes, I did.
Yeah. So just don't do that too much. My advice: don't, when people bring food into your establishment that you don't know, don't make it a habit to just be trusting.
I eat it all the time. Pause. All the time. Every time you go to any fast food spot, anytime you order DoorDash, you're ordering your food from a random. You're eating random's food. And then you're letting a stranger drive it to your house. Hope everybody in their families are well. Yes, Johnny. I actually got one of the, man, I should have brought it. It's right there. It's right there. It's this chocolate muffin that is this big, dog. It's my breakfast today. I know that's not a quality breakfast, but I'm going to give me a cup of coffee and kill it. Miss Clark. Miss Parker, yes, she's doing well. Miss Parker is doing well.
I like the successful surgery.
Why she's slacking? Why ain't she on the show then? Come on, let's go.
Why she's slacking? She's
slacking for slacker. In surgery, out surgery, get their phone on.
Look, if you can text, that means you can click on YouTube.
Yeah, that means you can click on YouTube. You can click.
Slacker.
Miss you, Miss Parker. We miss you. We need you back on here. And then yeah, the damn chocolate is son, I feel like sure y'all don't y'all don't really understand until y'all understand, until I show it to you. Then y'all be like, oh shit, that's what they brought. Dog, these is chunky. That right there, the stranger Uber who you trust to bring your phone. Oh, yeah. First of all, this is all extortion money. All the stuff we get is extortion. I told people, and now the younger people know, your OG was right. When they bring you something, understand they need something in the future. There's something they're bringing to that damn store that we're going to have to go extra.
Establishing a rapport.
They're establishing the extortion. Life is about extortion. That's what it is. Do something for somebody so they can do something for you. And if they don't do something for you, you know next time you cut them out the link. You cut them out the circle because I brought you the donuts and now I need a ride to work. Yes, so let's go. I paid for the night out, so now I need you to help me move. That's what it is. In our case, you got some crazy shit you want us to pack at the UPS mail store. There's some crazy shit that has to be there in some ridiculous amount of time. Something nuts. So
And you're gonna go out your way because that person's nice and looked out for you. I get it. It's like giving a big tip when you order your first drink. You know you're gonna be back for another round, and that bartender gonna look out for you. They're setting up the future.
not everybody does that. Don't think just because you brought something for the group that I'm going above and beyond. I might pass you off. I don't go for the extortion. I sometimes I do. Like yesterday, I got a $5 tip. I got a $5 tip. Yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And I felt guilty because I was going on a vape break, and I can always tell the ladies, and when a lady does the electric, when she has an SUV, and she just allows the back trunk to open up, and she just looks at it for a few minutes, that means this bitch got something in there that she's wondering, is she gonna ask somebody inside to come help her with? I already know.
It's kind of heavy.
And I already know because she pulled it a little. Now, mind you, I'm trying to mind my business, do my scrolling, and do my vape break.
Scrolling.
I'm scrolling outside. I don't want no problems. Just leave me alone.
That's not work. Well, go ahead.
Get my vape break on. I see a pull. I said, fuck. In my mind, I'm like, this bitch. Now, this is what I say. This is how frustrated sometimes I be. But I say this to myself, and I don't let this come out in my behavior. I'm like, I don't feel sorry for her. I'm having a conversation to myself. I don't feel sorry for her. You got that bitch in the car.
Mm-hmm.
You decided it was this important to return this piece of shit. So, okay, you in the car. So if you got it in the car, you can get it to the store. My job does not extend outside that door. My job begins inside the door. And then I looked over. I was like, oh, here she comes. She come walking without the box. Here she comes. She about to go in there and bother somebody. Does anybody? But I'm vaping. I still got time on my vape break.
On break. It's your mental health time.
It's my mental health time. I'm trying to get my shit together. So she's walking, right? She's walking. So I start walking towards. She ain't even made. I start walking towards her, right? And I put my vape in my pocket. I'm like, "What we got? What we got today?" She's. I thought you were on a. You're here for me.
You
so
gonna stop your break to help me?
She's like, I'm like, let's go. She's like, oh, I think you're gonna need one of those hand trucks. No, sweetheart, 7 push-ups a day. Don't nobody need nothing. 7 push-ups a day.
I got this.
And I told her that. I said, no, 7 push-ups a day is all good. Oh, you're so funny. Now, mind you, I've done that before, and then I've gone to the car and be like, oh, you were right. I did.
Oh, I need to get that cart. Let me get that cart real quick.
I brought it in. There was some difficulty. She wanted to pay to ship it, whatever. And then she said quietly, she acted like we was doing a crack deal. She was like, please take this, please. First of all, wasn't nobody not going to take it. I don't know who you been fucking with. Was nobody going to be like, nah.
It is a gesture, a real gentleman. Real certain employees don't take. No, it's good. It's part of my job. I'm here to make sure you get, like, everyone don't take tips.
Okay, so now there's a dilemma because we have a tip jar. And at the end of the year, everybody supposedly is supposed to share their tips. So I had the dilemma of saying, sometimes when I first got there, I would say, put it in the tip jar. Yeah, just put it right in the tip jar.
Nobody saw. She passed off real quick inside. Nobody seen it.
And then I heard there had been a dilemma. The owner had changed the process on how we were getting divvied up the tip jar. And I was like, man, fuck that. I don't even know if it's true. It's alleged. She slid it to me, dog, like it was a little bit of weed. She slid it right. She said, take that. Don't you? I won't take no for an answer. You know, when white people say that, we'll take no for an answer. I said, oh, I mean, come on. That's something we do all the time. That shit ain't in my pocket. It's going to gas money. So shout to her. Shout to her. Because after all that shit I talked.
To help out. That's what that was.
Thank you. And I didn't want to. I'm being honest. JP, what's really good?
Poppy, that's Poppy. Big
Poppy, what's good? Mr. Fry, what's good? All right. So Jay Black, you've been married for 10 years.
10 years married. It's official. 10 years, 16 years together. Yep. What you got?
10 years, 16. A question. Before you leave for work, do you kiss your wife?
Yes.
How long? How long is the kiss?
No, it's the normal peck. Is we want the kids and everyone to see that because she's really big on having that black mother and father in the same household and them seeing that growing up. So the granddaughter, she sees it and wants to get involved. My son thinks it's too smushy. But yeah, no, it's the regular kiss, the mwah.
But it's a good balance because y'all do the peck, y'all show black love,
yes.
But then when y'all yelling back and forth all day, at least y'all keep up the black part of the realness. When you
what? I thought you were going to a positive. I think you're about to.
Nah, y'all don't keep it phony. Y'all still keep.
Yeah, she's still hoot and holler.
Yeah, there's still got to be some hooting.
She make the dogs bark because the dog's like, "Oh, what's going on? I don't like this energy I'm feeling." So yeah. Everybody get
traumatized. At least y'all keep up the same family tradition of traumatizing the family with. Y'all keep it 100. All right. So, I guess a doctor, therapist, or whatever says the 6-second kiss is essential. Is essential. The 6-second kiss. Oh, congratulations,
Rashida. 11 years for Poppy, 11 years for Rashida next month.
God bless y'all. Y'all trying to show off.
Facts, blacks. Yeah. We do.
You know how we traumatize. So this gentleman says 6-second kisses are very important. That's why I wanted to ask you this.
Goodbye when they leave for work live something like 4 years longer than men who don't. But the 6-second kiss, which we recommend, has much more potential than that peck on the cheek.
What is the 6-second kiss?
A kiss that lasts at least 6 seconds.
Why not 5 or 4?
Because oxytocin gets secreted. With a 20-second hug or a 6-second kiss, you're both secreting oxytocin. And that creates a sense of psychological safety and connection.
And bonding.
And bonding.
So my 3 seconds got to turn into 6 seconds.
You got to at least turn into 6 seconds, or you got to give her a 20-second hug.
We do hug, but it ain't 20 seconds. Okay.
And what you didn't peep in the beginning, he said it subtracts people who it adds 4 years to your life. They said they have a study that kiss can add 4 extra years to your life. Your whole high school life, you can add.
I don't know about this study. I don't know if I believe this study, though.
Why wouldn't you believe it? Look how official he's white.
Goodbye when they leave for work live something like 4 years longer than men who don't. But the 6-second kiss, which we recommend, has much more potential than that peck on the cheek.
What is the 6-second kiss?
A kiss that lasts at least 6 seconds.
Why not 5 or 4?
Because oxytocin gets secreted. With a 20-second hug or a 6-second kiss, you're both secreting oxytocin.
Secreting oxytocin. So that's why anybody who came to the meet and greet, you was probably wondering why when I hugged y'all, it was 20 seconds because I was trying to secrete on you. That's what it was. I wanted you to feel safe. I wanted you to feel
that's what it was. Or you want to be in a creep? You want to just be in a creep?
I wasn't. No. I was secreting. I wanted to secrete the oxytocin.
Queen Boy said, "Who the hell is timing a hug or a kiss? Like, because 6
people
seconds."
Who care, Queen Boy. People who care. That's those people.
Like said, he's white. It gotta work.
He's white. It's gotta be real. A white man with a beard who's not spitting we believe him. We believe every white man when he sounds racist. Why don't we believe him also when they drop knowledge? Now you do math when you give a hug or a kiss. Yes, you just hold on. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. Give him a bunch of kisses. Now you've gotten my secretion.
You wanted to secrete on that.
Miss Clark, yeah, I secreted all over Miss Clark at the Jazz Festival.
Couple times.
It was multiple. I always say I love you to my wife and 2 daughters each morning, not knowing what tomorrow brings. All right, that got dark.
See, Johnny.
You dropped the Black Album real quick.
Good morning, Stacey Mitchell.
But you gotta kiss him. You can't just say I love you. You gotta kiss him because you want that 4 extra years of life. Mike gave out 2 seconds. Yeah, I gave out the second hug. For those who didn't catch the secretion in the beginning, I came back and gave some more. I'm a multiple secretor. What do 3 seconds? A grope of genital and smack on the ass. We're going to live to 150. Yes, Mr. Fry. That's the way you show love.
Yeah, we do a lot of that, but I don't know. 3. I gotta make it 6 seconds. All right, I'm gonna try the 6-second kiss instead of the 3 second. the 3-second goodbye. I'm gonna see if it adds time on.
Anybody who's ever been in a relationship with me, I do dumb shit when I really like you, when I'm fond of you. Good morning. Oh, Mr. What up, Jamil? I wanted to play your clip too. He sent me a clip.
Sorry.
So I was silly. I don't know if I'm the only guy who does this. A lot of guys like smacking a girl in the butt and whatever. I don't know why I do this, and this is not funny. This is something I do. This is when you know I'm really infatuated with you. When I'm really like, we'll just be sitting there, and for some reason, I just put my hand on your breast. Like I just
random, just
like this. I just lay it there, and because I can't.
Do you squeeze or do you just?
No. I just like, and I like doing it. I like doing it like when we're in bed and we're like, there's no bra on and nothing like that, so I can just really cuff it, and I just put my hand like this, and after a while, the person I'm with just looks, "You good?" Look at me like, all right, why are you doing it? I said, because I like the fact that I can't.
It's mine.
It's mine. Like, see, you're not even mad. And they be like, well, how are you gonna keep it? Let me just grab the other one. I don't know why.
They still like a damn toddler. Like a
I do.
Jamil, Mike, was you at the one? Yeah, he was out there secretion on everybody.
Yeah, I was secreting on all.
Doing all. He was there.
Yeah, Jamil was there. I saw him post videos. You know what it is? We got into a certain area of the park, and our old asses didn't want to walk around. And I knew I could walk around.
And I said, we ain't explored. I was like, I'm chilling right here in Miss Clark's tent. I'm good right here between the backstage and right here. I'm good. I ain't got.
It was like a 30-yard perimeter that we had. I didn't even venture out. I should have walked to see. Like Tawana was there. I didn't see her. Why? Because we didn't walk around. Jamil was there. I didn't see him. Why? Because we didn't walk. We stayed in our little spot. He looks like Abraham Lincoln. Oh, you talking about the dude with the philosophy? Oh, Johnny, slow down. You better stop talking about our prophet.
Goodbye when they leave for work live something like 4 years longer than men who don't.
About that 4 years longer.
4 extra years for a 6-second kiss and a 20-second hug.
So if I kiss somebody at work and they get mad, I'm just like, look, I'm just trying to live 4 extra years, yo. I'm trying to expand my life. Come over here and take this kiss.
You're a hater. You don't want me to live.
You're a hater. You don't want me to live. You want me dead. You want me freaking dead. Oh, I forgot. I ain't want to bury the lead. Marshall Brand, the comedian extraordinaire, is supposed to join us today. So get your questions. He's on tour with Dave Chappelle. Hilarious comedian. Everybody who came out to the meet and greet, you saw him on the show. He was the host. So get ready for that. He'll be on here. I think it's 7:45. I'm assuming. You just never know. You never know. All right, let me see what we got. Hug people, y'all. Hug people and get that extra 4 years. And this is the one thing. I don't know if y'all saw this, and I didn't get to Zoom myself and figured it out how to make it bigger. And I want to read this to you. Former food service director sentenced after allegedly stealing $1.5 million worth of chicken wings from the Illinois school district. 1.5 million. Black woman. Okay. I just want to get into this because this was years that she did this, right? 1.5 million. Now, this was the scam that went on. I guess she was in control of ordering the chicken for the school, and she would order extra. She would order personal chicken for herself. And when she ordered the personal chicken, obviously she would take it home. Do whatever. Jonesy had a whole scheme that Jonesy thinks she was making plates on the side and she was using that money. She was using chicken to make money. But this is what I'm talking about, y'all, when we do shit like this. I understand if somebody is trying to make ends meet and they can't afford like to feed their families properly, or maybe they're short on food money. Groceries are expensive. But when you rack up $1.5 million, I can't feel bad for you after. Come on, girl. $1.5 million worth of chicken. You're going to jail for a while. This is the type of shit. These are the stereotypes that Vice President Kamala Harris right now is fighting against. We can't have this type of stuff out here now. Damn. That's at least 3 Kentucky Fried Chicken franchises worth of chicken for a year. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Miss Clark. That's a lot of that's a lot of chicken. I want to rock out for you, but I can't. You couldn't stop that $50,000 worth of chicken.
That's what we do. We get greedy. We think we can't get caught. So many people, they do a little something, get away with it, do a little more, and then they get obsessed with it. They get cocky with
What
it.
are we doing?
Got real sloppy.
$1.5 million worth of. Has anybody had a hookup? Listen, be generic. Where you've had a hookup at a job where you were getting stuff for free at the job, and you joined in, but you knew they doing too much. Like somebody about to get caught. $1.5 million worth of chicken. And loose lips sink ships, because she had to have told somebody for them to figure out. Well, maybe she didn't have to tell somebody. Once somebody had to read them books and say, why are we ordering so much chicken?
We go through a lot of damn chicken. Let's keep an eye on this.
How good are these? They probably went and tasted the chicken. These chicken wings aren't that good. Has anybody ever had a hookup at your job or somewhere where something illegal was being done? She was feeding her whole family. And that's what, Jonesy had mentioned. She was making plates. She was selling cases to restaurants. See, Stacey Mitchell said, she might have cracked it.
Stacey might have cracked it.
Whoa. What did Coco say? What was that? Someone I knew stole $1.5 million worth of cars.
Shut up. He's trying to be
You
smart.
lying. Why are you lying?
He's trying to be smart. Don't pay him no mind.
Oh, he's talking about Jay Black.
He said it. He trying to be smart. I already know what he's trying to do.
Jay Black wouldn't be here.
No.
She was selling cases to restaurants. But have you ever been in a situation where there was a hookup? Somebody was doing something. Like I remember the earliest thing I used to do. Remember, I'm old enough to know. Remember when you used to clock in, Jay, when you put the time card in?
Wow. Yes, I do
And
remember.
it would make that loud noise.
And the stamps, yes.
Well, I remember everybody was getting mad overtime. The security guard was in on it. He was the overnight security, and people trusted him enough where people would leave, and they would give him the timesheet and say, "Yo, let me get like an hour or 2 hours of overtime, and can you clock me out?" And then they would lace him up with lunches, and they would and he would clock everybody out.
Look me out for this. They just paying the payroll. They not checking cameras. They just paying the payroll.
And everybody, it started from two people like, yeah. And I noticed it because as we would leave work at 6:30, he would come on, right? And I noticed like two people walking with me, they'd have their time card. I already, timed out and put my thing up. And they would take their time card and they would just hand it to dude. I've had several hookups. What was that? What was that?
No, I saw Stacey's comment.
And left before the jig was up. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. They would hand them their time cards, and I'd be like, "Why are you handing the security the time card?" They were like, "Oh no, he clock us out. We get like an hour to a day, Monday through Friday, right, Sean? Because Jay Black's a nice, caring young man. Yeah, what the fuck ever, who steals millions of dollars worth of
No. Hey, look at Stacey. Look what she said.
Yes, at the bank back in the day, I used to keep the counterfeits and spill.
You're supposed to shred them, get rid of them.
Allegedly.
Said, nope. Let me hold on to that. This is a good one. This look real good. I see why this made it to us to get deposited.
Stacey went from stopping crime to committing crime in the same year. What the fuck?
She was selling them like food stamps. Instead of $150, I get $100 worth for $50. And like she was selling counterfeits. I'm sure of it. Wow.
So my point to the story was they would hand their clocking things, right? Allegedly. But it went from two people to literally they'd be like the people that worked in my department were all handing him in their time cards.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, "Yo, you better get on this."
What up, Corey?
And I think I was like 22. And I was like, I said, I just had a funny feeling. I said, if all y'all are doing this, if two people do it, I understand. But if it gets more than two people doing overtime,
too much.
Now back in
It's
the
a
day,
red
the only
flag.
cameras we had were the cameras that were at the door. But I'm like, somebody gonna check this. We had a guy in Australia a few days ago who stole rare coins over a few months worth millions of dollars. Okay, y'all get it popping in Australia too. Okay, long story longer. I was like, I'm not being a part of this, not because I didn't want the overtime, but you know, it was whatever. Well, when the whole shit came up, the white man that we don't never see, we ain't never seen this white man ever in life. This wasn't our boss. This was the boss's boss. And they came down and they had a meeting. And we always had a meeting. It was once a month we had a meeting, but this meeting was personal because this guy came. And after they told us the profits of the company, after they told us everything was going on, a white man we had never seen before came up. And he came up and had a conversation. We seemed to be having a discrepancy in overtime hours.
Sweating. Nervous now. Palms are sweating.
Now, understand, I am 22 years old. Y'all don't understand how much I did not give a fuck at 22 years old. Y'all don't understand the ignorance that was in my heart at 22 years old. Whatever y'all think I ain't got no filter now. At 22 years old, I had absolutely no filter. I didn't give a damn that somebody was going to lose their job who had kids at the house. He said, we have a discrepancy in overtime hours. And why in a silent room, Jay Black, that I bust out fucking laughing? Why did I go? Oh, shit. I never forget. I had the corner seat that was by the window. I leaned on the window and was giggling.
Because you knew you were innocent. You had nothing to do with it. He was like,
that man said there are going to be reviews of overtime. All overtime is not going to be stopped because they need us to work overtime. But they are people who we have frozen your overtime hours until we review it. If you feel I'm on the verge, I'm in tears now. I'm not laughing, I'm crying because they was giving me the business. Oh, you punk ass, you don't want to you suck it. They had to review. We're going to review case by case. We're going to review case by case to see if your overtime is legitimate or not, or if there was a problem with the clock in or non-clocking in. If you would like to talk to us, this is not how they said it, but this is what they meant. If you would like to talk to us before we call you, feel free to come to my office. I will be here for the next 2 weeks. This guy he came from out of town. He came from out of town.
You telling yourself you're still getting fired, so you just better ain't no way I'm telling. At that point, you got to ride that out.
You know, there were people who told on themselves.
Y'all caught that. Thank you.
What happened?
No, I sneezed and
bless you.
I supported the rock.
Man, if y'all don't stop being so polite in this bitch. So anyway, long story longer, people. That was the word on the frontier because we had an assembly line that we worked. I worked in a store. That was everybody was gathered. Yo, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? I said, I ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't give my shit to old security guard. Now this is where it got messed up. You know who got fired first? The damn security guard.
Well,
somebody
he's the one.
Somebody snitched on the security guard.
He was the main person. Of course, he was the one that actually was putting the cards in, going boop boop, boop boop, timing them out. I'm gonna space this one out 5 minutes. I'm gonna put you next. Boop boop.
Yo.
Done.
And the funny thing is, I used to work overtime on Saturdays. I would go on Saturday and work. That's when the security guard who hooked everybody up during the week, he would work the actual shift that I could talk to him. So I would see him every Saturday. Still wouldn't give him my time card. Right? Whatever. The first Saturday when I worked in, there was a new dude there because I think that was like a temp job. You know how the temp agency would send somebody over.
Okay.
So I was like, "Yo, where's so and so?" He was like, temp agency. They took him off. They like he not here no more. I was like, word. I said, damn. I said they caught him. He said, oh, you know about this shit?
I heard through the grapevine. Now I'm curious. Have you ever participated in those investigations, like snitching on people, like when the corporate comes?
Job?
Yeah.
Nah.
So when they come, we need to speak to you about this, and we know you know something, and you got to write a statement. You don't participate. You're like, nah, I'm good.
Oh, that happened with you, and I lied. That's
Wait,
right.
wait. No, I'm talking. All right, moving on. I was about to go in a different lane. Allegedly, he's so silly, y'all. He's silly. All right, what's next, Mike? We got comedian Marshall Brown.
Where did you want to go? Go ahead.
No. I was wondering if you ever, because I know corporate jobs they do that. At a bank job like Stacey, they may have said, "Hey, this is going on. We need to talk to see what's up, and we need to speak to y'all." Some people like, "Nah, I ain't getting involved. I'm not writing no statements." And some people they just run tell that. They tell it all.
I'm just gonna say this for the most part, because I may have missed something. For the most part,
said, no, for 35 years, she mind her business. She ain't getting involved. She ain't writing.
I don't get involved in that. And number one, if I'm doing dirt, I'm doing it by myself. So if I get caught, there's no conspiracy theories. There's no conspiracy. There's nothing else going on. I've never been in there. I've never volunteered. Have I ever been asked? Have I ever been asked? I don't think I've ever been asked. I want to say somebody did something at the radio station studios, and I was in passing. Yo, did you hear about a party that went on here last night? No, I ain't. And I was the night guy, so I was always the last person. So they always thought I knew.
I don't know nothing.
No, I ain't know nothing about that. But I'd never been brought into an investigation until Jay Black. Then I just had to lie. That's all it is. I mean, that's what friends are for.
I'm not even gonna play. All right, I'm just gonna move on. Oh, that's Miss Parker. Miss Parker, he called you a slacker earlier. See,
she's you got on here, slacker.
She had surgery yesterday and she's rocking with us. Look at that. She's up. Happy hump day.
Miss Parker is back in the building.
Yes. She still got a smile on her face. I love it.
All right, let's get into other than lying. All right, let's what I got today. I slept really good, so I ain't got a whole lot. I got proof. I got proof that y'all are wrong. That you, Tawana Coleman, are wrong. You're wrong. So Lil Yachty, I think it was Lil Yachty, said Atlanta is the centerpiece of everything. It creates fashion. It creates everything. So Jim Jones from New York, Harlem, repping Harlem, he got back at him and he said, "No, you're bugging. Like I like you and everything like that, but you're bugging." But y'all ridiculed me for something, and I want y'all to see if y'all peep. I'm gonna play this video. I want to see if y'all peep how Michael Sean has been proven right. Let me see if y'all peep.
You talking about the other day? I don't think there's shit going on when it comes to like New York fashion. I love Lil Yachty, but you bumped your motherfucking head, bro. I know you got the bag. You can go to Louis and all that shit looking like the mannequin looking wild. How about this? You get a stack, I get a stack. You can do it in New York. We can do it in Atlanta. Let's see who come out with the best outfit. You heard? Lil Yachty was talking about.
Did y'all peep how I was proven right?
Nigga said outfit.
Yeah.
Best outfit. You heard?
Yes, Jim Jones. Let them know a man can
and
say
who come out with the best outfit.
What was that?
Lil Yachty was talking about the other day. I don't think
outfit. He said it, and he said it boldly and brash.
I get a stack. You can do it in New York. We can do it in Atlanta. Let's see who come out with the best outfit. You heard?
The best outfit, you heard?
And that's what you do. You look for clips to try to prove yourself right in certain aspects.
Beep, 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 beep.
Just
Yeah.
A person was detected.
I was, yes.
It's supposed to be fit, Jim.
No, Jimmy's part of the culture. You can't tell Jimmy's formed trends in his culture.
You drip,
Jim Jones is formed. He's formed it. He said, "Damn it, y'all gonna listen to me. Y'all was
talking about
surrounded."
the other day. I don't think there's shit going on when it comes to
how old is that? He got an 8-ball jacket on.
But you
coming
your
back.
motherfucking head, bro. I know you got the bag. You can go to Louis and all that shit looking like the mannequin looking wild. How about this? You get a stack, I get a stack. You can do it in New York. We can do it in Atlanta. Let's see who come out with the best outfit.
That's all I need to know. Let's see who come back with the best outfit. That's an 8-ball jacket. All that retro stuff is coming back. Jimmy's in with the young people. They know. The young cats win. The young cats is rocking 8-ball jackets and all that. We thinking, why y'all wearing that old shit? That's our shit. Nah, there's a lot of retro stuff going on. Outfit. Last comedian at the comedy show said what? Said outfit. Thank you. It's all good. Y'all feel free to apologize. Feel free.
Did he say
Go
something
ahead,
about
put the
texting
stories
K?
up.
He said K as well. He didn't say nothing about that, right? It's okay to text
Ain't none.
K.
You can't make a letter gay. How can you make a
You
letter
can
gay, yo?
matter of fact, when your guests come on, I know we got Marshall Brandon coming.
Yeah.
Let's you ask him. Is it does he ever text Dave Chappelle back K, or when he's on tour or his homies, his family? Does he use the letter K ever?
There's nothing wrong with if you are busy. I keep trying to tell y'all this. If you are busy in life and you are running, you ain't got time to text somebody some type of heterosexual manly type. You just say K. There's nothing wrong with saying outfit or K. I'm in a rush.
You fit, you drip, you say K, cool. You give the emoji, the strong arm emoji. You don't just say K. No, we don't do that. I'll be curious.
Y'all cats is so homophobic. Like I will play the pause game all day long. I'll play the pause game. Like I'm with the pause game. But y'all gay out
That was
everything.
an old clip, Corey. That was an old clip. Mike Porter. That was
the young cats be rocking.
Jimmy.
No, first of all, Lil Yachty ain't been here long enough for her to be too old to clip.
That part is true too.
He ain't been here long enough. He wasn't here during 8-Ball Jack. He got here like 9 years ago. Jimmy in the storage facility pulling out 8-Ball jackets. Listen, now y'all gonna disrespect Jim Jones. Now Jim Jones don't carry no heterosexual weight in this room. Y'all can just apologize to Michael Sean because y'all called me. Y'all put me on the sass list because I said I had my outfit ready.
You talking about your outfit, then you talking about some K in text messages. That's sassy.
Man, fucking bring Marshall Brandon. Ladies and gentlemen, straight off a tour with Dave Chappelle, extraordinary comedian. He been hilarious way before Dave Chappelle, but hey, he getting checks. Mr. Marshall Brandon is in the building. He's getting checked. Marshall, what's good?
Yo, what's up, y'all? What's happening?
What up? All
right, you done
cell phone?
Yeah,
Can you turn your phone to the side? Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah. Let's see. Queen Bro said no one is ever too busy to text O and not the K. Okay. Go ahead.
First of all, Mark, I feel like this is embarrassing right now because normally we're having deep conversations about racism and politics and relationships, and you caught us arguing about can a man text K. That is not the basis of this show. Normally we talk about like deep philosophical things. You got to dig deep to actually be a part of these conversations.
We do high level conversations around here.
We are here, dog. We are up here. Like fuck everything you heard, but since we on it, they killed me. They put me on a sassy list. First of all, the fact that other men were saying I was on a sassy list made you sassy. That's what I said. They put me on the sass list because before last weekend I said I had my outfit ready. Oh, and the comments came a blazing. Oh, they came a blazing, Marshall. They just like, Mike, something you want to tell us, Mike? You need to, something you need to, come on, Mike, this is your safe space. Lies detected, Mike, deep conversation. Wait, boy, shut up. Like, why would you embarrass us in front of the guests? We have deep conversation. All right, quick question. Number one, is it okay for a man to say, call his clothes his outfit?
I mean, the outfit part, I was listening to you a little earlier. The outfit part, I ain't really have no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? But whenever I text, I try to text how I talk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I picture it being said and read in my voice. So I would never respond with K because nobody, like, I'm not going to never answer nobody like that. If somebody be like, I'm going to the store, I'm not going to be like, K. You know what I'm saying? So the outfit part I can roll with, but the K part, like, I'd rather not text that or be text that by a man. Like, every time somebody texts me K, I'd be like, yo, what's, you know what I mean? Like, what's up with you?
What's good?
Like, so, but you know what I mean? Like, the outfit, I get that. But the K part, nah.
All right, in my defense, I'm busy. Like, I ain't got time for a long explanation. Now, I've never, okay. In my defense, I've never text K to another dude. All my Ks are reserved when I'm hitting up females. That's all my Ks. That's where I'm. All right, man. Fuck you.
Yeah, I just, either way. Either way, cause it's only one other letter, like, okay. It's like, it's just one other letter. It's like, that don't take that much time. It's right next to the K.
It is.
All right. All right, that's not the way we're supposed to start the show. We're supposed to start the show professionally. We got a comedian that has been killing it for a long time in this game. So we got to play a clip then. We got to play a clip from Marshall Brandon live on stage.
Dr. Oz. That's what made me want to lose weight. Dr. Oz. I was watching this show, and on his show, he said for every 35 pounds a man loses, he gains an inch of dick. That's some motivation right there. And I don't know if it's true or not. But what I definitely know to be a fact is every single man in this basement is doing calculations right now. Every dude in here is like, I weigh like 220, but I could get down to 79. I could get down to 78. That's information we don't need as men. We be out in the street weighing 38 pounds. Dick weighed 28 of the 38 pounds. Stand up, in the bed.
That's my man, Marshall Brandon.
Hey.
First of all, because I don't get an attitude with this, but when comedians are in the society, the community, we all know that way before before Dave Chappelle that you were already killing shit around now. Listen, that's a nice check. How did the collaboration with Dave happen? Did he just see you somewhere? You just been cool with Dave for years, and he was just like, "Yo, Marshall, get on this tour."
Well, originally I was touring. I started out touring with Donnell Rollins.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I had toured with Donnell for a lot of years, and so I went around Dave like with Donnell, like when we was in Ohio, on Donnell's tour. But when the pandemic hit, I hit Donnell up because he was out there at the summer camp. Dave opened up a camp in the summertime during the pandemic, and I saw Donnell out there. So I was like, yo, could I pull up? I got my flight and hotel. He was like, yeah, pull up. But I ended up canceling my flight. I rented a car so I could bring my lady out there. We rode out there, and I stayed for the weekend. And then I was getting ready to leave. Donnell was like, nah, stay again. I'll take care of your hotel. And then I was like, all right, I stayed again. The next day I was gonna leave. He was like, nah, stay again. I'll take care of your hotel again. I said, well, give me the money. Because that hotel was kind of expensive. I said, I'll go stay at the Motel 6 over here for 3 days. You know what I'm saying? For what this hotel cost. So he gave me the money. And so 2 days into that 3 days, because we was just, the pandemic, everybody was in the house. Out there, everybody partying, we all tested up and everything. So we in the Motel 6. I look at my lady, I'm like, yo, why are we going to go home? And so we just stayed the whole time. We stayed 80 days out there. And so it went from 1 weekend to us staying out there 80 days. I wasn't performing or nothing. I was just out there supporting what was happening at the camp. And then after they had a COVID outbreak, after like the 3 months, they went down to Texas to perform with Joe Rogan, Tony Hinchcliffe at Stubbs Barbecue. And Will Savance and Cypher Sounds was hosting the show. They went to do a podcast. And like Donnell called me before, it's like, yo, you should come to Texas. I flew down there, me and my lady. And then Will Savance and Cypher Sounds was hosting. They went to do a podcast, and the podcaster popped positive for COVID, so they had to quarantine. So Donnell was like, yo, let Marshall open the show. And so then they let me open the show, and Dave has been rocking with me ever since then.
Now see that? Look, now I'm gonna sound like old mother. You see the grind. You see the man had to go out there for 80 days. Yeah. And shout to your lady for rocking out, because a lot of people would be like, "Yo, you getting paid? Did they pay you yet? Are you getting
you stupid? What you doing out here? You ain't getting paid."
And we in a Motel 6. Like you got me end up like we drug trafficking. Like that's what we're doing right now. And but you did that, and that led to you're currently still touring with Dave Chappelle, correct?
Yes, still. I'm about to head out to Ohio tonight. Because he just opened his club up in Ohio. I'm about to head out there tonight.
So I was always curious, because you're the first person that I've ever talked to that actually went to Dave Chappelle's, I guess, compound over there in Ohio. What was going on during this stuff? Were they comedy shows popping? Were they performers? Yeah. I just heard secondhand stories.
It was comedy shows. It was comedy shows, parties. And like you never knew who was coming in. The shows are in like socially distanced out in a cornfield. Like there's this big gazebo and there's a cornfield open. They set all the seats 6 feet apart, and people will come out there like that. But you never know who was coming. You know what I'm saying? So it's like one day it'll be Trevor Noah. The next day, Bill Murray, David Letterman will be out there. Kevin Hart. Like you don't never know who's coming. Musical artists showed up. Kid Rock was out there. Like, but mostly we.
Whoa! Who invited Kid Rock? Like when they how the fuck did Kid Rock get on here?
They just over some internet stuff. Him and Donnell end up was talking back, but it was just everybody was there. Corday showed up.
Damn.
Black Thought was there. You know what I mean? Like Talib, Yasin Bey, John Mayer. Like it was just a mix of my man. I can't even remember his name, but I want to say his real name. But Jaleel White, that's his name. That played Urkel.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's Jay Black's homie. Yeah,
yeah, good dude.
Yeah, Robert Glasper. Like anybody and everybody. But we was out there. He would do the shows. We would party. We have parties, cookouts. We'd go on the river, go canoeing, kickball. You know what I'm saying? All kind of.
Yeah, y'all was acting like COVID didn't exist. Yeah, I love it. Y'all was like, fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was dope. It was dope.
Y'all was passing around.
Probably the best experience of my life being out there.
No, that's amazing.
But the dope thing, he created like a whole community when everybody was in the house. You know what I'm saying? He created just a whole community of people that could still get together and fellowship. Some of his protocols that came from how he was testing people and all of that was like used by Major League Baseball and stuff like that to start reopening the world. So it's like,
damn,
what he did there was special. Man.
So being around, you're around an iconic comedian and you're around iconic comedians. I'm just gonna ask you some comedian questions. Was there ever a time, because when you get on stage, you have a tremendous confidence about you, just your timing and how you are not gonna rush any joke. You're gonna be at your pace, and then you're gonna hit them. Is there any comedian that you've had to follow that 2 minutes when you realized you had to follow that person that gave you a little anxiety? It gave you a little anxiety.
Yeah, definitely. Like coming up through the ranks of New York, like when being in New York like that. There was one night, Jay the Sing Median was on stage, and and it's like, and his energy is wow. You know what I'm saying?
It's
because
crazy.
he's singing his punchlines and everything like that. He another one was Rip Michaels. It's just like what they bring and what they do on stage, to me is it's dope, but it's like antics in a sense, like, you know what I mean? When you like Jay with the singing, that's like a different energy. Rip was throwing glitter in the air and using music and stuff like that. And I'm not like a comedian that I use my words. So it's like
right.
When you got to deal with, but there's definitely been times, and there's been a couple of other times of just having to, follow like comedians that you always looked up to, you know what I mean? Like throughout the game that you never had to follow. But it's like at the end of the day, I just know that I'm gonna just do me. So it's like, however it goes, it's gonna go,
Yeah, and I've told this story to the audience a bunch of times. I've had some crushing experience. There was an audition that was going on at one of the comedy clubs in New York. It's right off of Broadway. It was on the corner. I always forget the name of it. And there was like 9 people there. And they had cameras there and everything. There was like 9 people. It was one of them. It was like 9 to 10 people. So the audition was already going to be tough enough. The audition was already, you trying to do something. They got a light on the top. They told I've never seen this. I saw it once and I never saw it again. You couldn't curse, and if you cursed, the light would light up. They had lights like a street light, green, yellow, red, and I had never seen that in that club, and I never saw it again after that. So it's coming as like 30 people performing, which is the worst. There's 9 to 10 people over there at the comedy club, and I'm literally next. So I'm like, cool. Let me get over this. And the hardest thing for me to do is 5 minutes. So you got 5 to 6 minutes. You got to get your 5 to 6 minutes together. I said, all right, got 5 to 6 minutes. And who walks in to do a guest spot? But one of your homies, Chris Rock, is doing a guest spot. Dang. In the middle of the audition. and he's doing the guest spot to work out his material for his next Letterman appearance.
Wow.
So he must, because I saw him on Letterman like a day or two later. So now he's coming in there. It's not like he's just reading his notebook, and he's trying to get a set right for David Letterman.
Wow.
So obviously 9 people, he turns it. He makes them 9 people sound like there's 300 people in there, and then they go, "I'm next." Obviously, they ain't go too well. So I'm just saying, it didn't go too well.
Yeah, man, that happens sometimes. Somebody, a comic could go up and really, really get busy, or be somebody, you know, super famous or something like that. But I know that if a comic get me, they only gonna get me one time. You know what I'm saying? After that one time, I won't have no problem going after them again.
Exactly. So, and also as this, because as comedians, we all talk about like our best shows ever. We all have shows that you look with a smile on your face when you're not doing nothing. You're at the crib. You just remember that one day, and I don't know, somewhere, wherever it was. But what was the worst show that you can still tell us the story? The worst show you ever did? It could have been with the venue. It could have been it just didn't go well. Because I know that one lingers. Because for some reason those linger in our mind forever.
Oh yeah. There was one where I was in Germany. I'm in Germany with Dominique, Tony Roberts, and Big J Okerson, right? And we're doing a military tour. And so the promoter comes and he's like, "Yeah, we got this, we got this show added. It's a pool party, right? And the pool party is advertised like it's a big sign and it says Busta Rhymes. Then at the end it has an apostrophe S. It's like Busta Rhymes is DJ. Busta Rhymes ain't there, just his DJ. And so, but it's a big sign that say Busta Rhymes apostrophe S DJ. And so we get there and it's like we on like this balcony and it's a whole sea of people. It's like 2 Olympic-sized pools. I think it was like maybe 40, but it's just like a whole sea of people there swimming. And it was not no place for them to be trying to do no comedy show. And they go on the mic, they like, "Hey, y'all ready for the comedy show?" The whole audience is like, "No." and of course, I'm hosting. So I don't know, you know what I mean? At this time, and it's like I'm kind of young in the game too, and I'm hosting. So I go out there and I'm like, and the first thing I think of to say is, "Man, I ain't know this many black people could swim, right?" Man, when I tell you them boos, the boo, you know how Michael Jackson, like when he hold his shirt like this and the wind be blowing his shirt. That's what the boos was doing to my clothes. They booed me so hard that my clothes was just like blowing in the wind of the boos. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I was like, "Oh man, I don't know what to do here." So then I just went and just started talking about, I thought it was, I was like, "Oh, where we at?" I started shouting out different places in the United States where the soldiers was from. So whenever you shout somebody hood out, they gotta respond. They ain't gonna keep booing they hood. You know what I'm saying? So I got them a little bit in a ways of. Got them to stop booing at least and start making a little noise, a better noise. And then I just proceeded to host the show, and everybody else on the show had a rough go at it, except for Tony Roberts. He closed it down at the end, but the rest of us had a rough go at it. But that was pretty much one of the absolute worst shows I've ever done.
All right, just between us, I'm not gonna tell nobody this. When you have a set like that where it goes bad, don't you kind of hope that everybody else struggles? Do you ever just
But you don't never want to just be the only one. You want to be able to because then you can't blame it on the crowd. You know, if it's just you can't. You got to just take that. It hurt more when it's just you.
Because you in Germany, ain't like you could just dip off because you stuck with these comedians. Everybody knows you're going to talk about this after. So I want everybody to join in on the misery of what we just experienced.
Yeah, because them be some long rides. And you don't want to be in the van and you the only comic that bombed. You know?
Especially if the promoter's in the ride with you. Because the promoters start making other plans with the other comedians. Yo, after this, we gonna do the 17th, but he'll never direct it towards you. He said, "Yo, what you doing the 17th?" And you be like, "I'm not busy." No, well, I wasn't talking to you, dog. I wasn't talking to you. Yo, Tony, I want to book you for the rest of your life. I want to book you for the rest of your life. You got a lifetime plan. Jay, you want to, because I'll dominate the whole thing.
No, I was just curious about people stealing jokes, Marshall. So I know,
damn, really, Jay? We got to go
rocking with Mike over these years. I've seen times where comedians will steal jokes. Has that ever happened to you? And did you?
Oh, it's happened plenty of times, man. It's happened plenty of times. Cause I write. I use my words. You know what I'm saying? I write, so it's like my I have plenty of jokes stolen from me. You know what I'm saying? It's ultimately like if I'm there in a building, I'll address it with the comedian and be like, "Hey, bro, come on, man." But at the end of the day, I just try to keep writing. You know what I'm saying? One a comedian told me one day, he was like, they gotta wait till you write it to steal it. So you always be ahead of them. But it really sucks that exists in the game. But it's something that it's like one of them things that's just you can't really stop it. You can't do nothing about it. You know what I mean? So I just try to keep creating.
Okay, so let's since Jay want to get into that. What is something where you'll be like, okay, that's similar, but we just had the same thought? When does it cross when do you go, wait a second? Is it a certain mannerism? Because I had somebody steal a bit where they did the mannerisms.
Yeah, I mean,
and that was the only time I addressed it.
Yeah, it could be that. It could be, I mean, like, and I always look at what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? If it's
right.
If it's like a joke about a song, like you can't be like, you know what I mean, thinking that nobody else is gonna have that same thought about a lyric or something. So I'm not about to be like, oh, this person stole my joke, or this person stole my getting caught masturbating joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going, it's really in what you're talking about.
What?
But if I'm talking about something that's like real, like, it's like you can always tell, you know what I'm saying? You can, because it's been done word for word. It's been done, just, I mean, I don't want to say topic wise, but just like I put a certain spin on what I'm, I say things that I know that ain't nobody else said before. So if I had a joke where I was like, where, back when when the bus driver uppercut that girl, I said he punched the apps out of her phone. And she was scrambling around picking up her apps, and so then another comedian is like he added to his joke that he punched the guy got punched so hard the battery flew out his phone, and he's like a comedian that watches me all the time. So I'm like, bro, you can't like the whole thing about I said he punched the apps out of her phone. That's an original thought. I didn't say you can't say he hit her so hard. It's comics who got heat. People get hit. People get punched. But then when you just change apps to the batteries don't even come out of phones anymore.
Yeah, so batteries don't even come out of
thought from, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and so it's, it's like, come on, man. But it is what it is. But yeah, it's like that. Like, so I try to, because I always, they always say there's nothing new under the sun, but I believe that there's a way to put a twist and a turn on something in a way that nobody has ever done it before. You know what I'm saying?
And it sounds like Darnell really looked out for you with keeping you out there, keeping you in that loop, and making sure that you were in the mix. Is there somebody that you got that you like, you know what? I'm bringing you along with me. I'm going to keep you in that mix. You got a team that you put together?
No, not at all. No, I'm just bullshitting.
He said, I don't fuck with nobody. He said, once I got in, I'm not bringing nobody else in.
Yeah, no, the door's closed. It's closed. No, I definitely got comics. I definitely have comics that I'm close to, that I work with and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That I like got plans on helping as far as I can help them. You know what I mean? And that I do, like whatever opportunities that I have to give, you know what I'm saying? Whatever opportunities I have to give, I open what doors I have to open for them, definitely.
So damn, it just slipped my mind. How long has your career been right now? What year are you on?
26.
20. All right, 26 years. So I think I'm older than you. What do you think would have been different in your career, if anything, if we would have had social media when we were starting out?
I mean, I think that I think social media, you know, depending on how you use it, it opens up. You know, it allows you to get your who you are out there to more people. You know what I'm saying? So I think that you know I definitely probably be known by more people than than I am now. You know, and I look at little things like I think that if I think that like because I'm a comedian who never stopped doing comedy, who been around comedy, did you know, been on TV and stuff like that. Not like I had no major movie roles, but I think that like internet being the internet before is like it'll just get the word out about you to people, you know, a lot. I think it would have been sooner, you know what I'm saying? So, but I
So
definitely think the internet would is a tool that would have helped. You know, it helps you get known. So,
all right, so looking back on your career, it's been 26 years. I don't know if you do this, but I have a problem. I can't let go of the past. But is there a joke that you did that you, not that it was bad, but is there any material that you did that you like, what the fuck? Why would I say something like that? Like, was there a line that you crossed that you said, damn, because there's some jokes that I still have that I remember verbatim that I say, what? And I would close with this joke. And I actually think to myself, what the fuck were you thinking? Like, that's a disrespectful joke. Like, I don't even know why people laugh. It was an abortion joke. That's as far as I'm gonna go with this joke. But is there anything that you look back and go like, what was on Marshall's mind when I said that?
I'm trying to think as you were saying that. I was trying to think of a joke that I had that I'm like I've had jokes that I look back and be like, oh, that joke was kind of like cheesy, you know what I'm saying? Like it was kind of corny, but I don't have any jokes that like like regret. Like I have jokes like, you know, like, oh, my best friend is Chinese, he don't got no arms. His name is No Tai Shu, you know, like silly jokes like that I wrote that I wouldn't tell today on stage, and I was like, oh, that joke is corny. But it's like I don't really have no jokes like that I regret like that. Oh, I did well, just some that might have been insensitive, you know what I'm saying? Like when like I had a joke about hate crimes and and I would say like people should like I don't know. It was like a joke about hate crimes and Jehovah's Witness or something, like putting a bomb on your doorbell or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like blow them all up, won't be no witnesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know that I probably wouldn't tell today. You know what I'm saying? I like jokes. I wouldn't tell them today on stage. You know, but I you know, stuff like, you know, jokes like that, like silly little jokes, but nothing like so terrible, you know, that I was like, I can't believe, you know what I mean? So
does Dave and his team tell you that, Marshall? Don't say this, don't screw up. We're going to get you off this tour. We cancel culture.
No.
Okay.
No, it's never nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's never nothing like that. With Dave, I mean Dave pushed the envelope, so it's like, you know,
so you're telling me you Dave has never texted you something, you replied K? You telling me you've never said
Hell no. No. Hell no.
He never said be at the airport at 7 a.m. and you ain't never text back K.
Nah. I go as far as to be like, okay, cool. Cause I be having time to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't take that much time to be like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But never just K.
I hate all y'all. I hate all y'all in real life. All right, last one on just inside comedy. The last time a promoter came to you and didn't pay you and had to give you the rundown, had to give you the long soliloquy on why he couldn't pay you.
There was a time in Jersey that popped in my mind. It was two times actually, because I like I try to assess the situation and beforehand, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of know what's going on. And it's times I like comedians like a older comedian was like, like, hey, yo, they want us to do they only got half the money, but they want us to do a little something for it, you know what I'm saying? But if we don't do nothing, we ain't gonna get nothing, and I was like, well, where's the promoter? Because this just don't sound right. And so I would go talk to the promoter, like for the, as kind of like the union.
Union rep. Yeah, you're the union rep.
Union rep.
That's my oldest daughter. She's a union rep.
Right. And explain to them about doing the right thing and how, you can't force them to do the right thing, but as a man and as a person and somebody who's trying to promote comedy shows, what they should do, and usually at least get us like half our money to not perform, or all of our money to perform. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no half giving somebody half a performance for half of your money. You got to give a full performance every time. So, but not getting paid. I'm trying to think of like. There was this one dude that used to promote shows out in Cape Cod. And he was on cocaine, and so at the beginning of the night you would see him. He had a big wad of money. He's a white dude, you know what I'm saying? And man, as the night was going on, his money was dwindling. You know what I'm saying? And like he was the kind of dude like. I remember I was at this show with my daughter's mother, and I told her, I was like, yo, keep your eye on this dude. I'm going to the bathroom. As soon as I went to the bathroom, she was like, he leaving. I had to run outside, run him down, like, give me my money, man. but and I used to get it, but I used to have to really like chase him down for my money. But as far as not getting my money, I don't know that I ever didn't get my money. I be pretty vigilant about getting paid, So
I did a show in Charlotte. This comedy club ain't even there no more. There was a comedy club in Charlotte, and there was a pool hall like next to it. Like it was like two doors down. And it wasn't, I had gone there a few times, but it wasn't the same guy. It wasn't through the comedy club. There was another person who had taken over and was doing the show, and I guess running out the comedy club. And after the show, it was like 45 minutes after the show, like there was me and another comedian, and I guess I was in my 20s, and he was real loud about we didn't get our money yet, and he was really adamant that they got us sitting here looking crazy, right? And they was, and I was like, yeah, but the dude that was doing it, you could tell he had a whole squad of people. They weren't the type of people you just approach you just go, yo, where my money? Like you gotta feel out what. Yeah, you gotta feel it. Yeah. So, and I was sitting on the curb like low key. I said, look, I'm just gonna stay near these motherfuckers because I can't force them to give it to me. I'm in Charlotte. I'm by myself. Like there's nothing I can do. There's nobody I can call that's gonna get here to try and get this money. So he decided he was gonna confront the situation, and they were by one of them. Oh, I forget what truck he had, but it was one of them old school trucks that nobody rocks anymore. But everybody, it was popping back then. And he went up there and he was doing a hand thing. He was like, yo, we not from Charlotte. He was straight trying to give him the whole, and they stomped him. They stomped him. Like it wasn't they stomped. They stomped him I'm telling you right now, I was shook for real. In my mind, I said they just not gonna pay us. Like this, I'm not gonna ask for the money. Listen, and people think I'm making this up. It was in front, it was in the parking lot, but it was directly in front of the comedy club. It was in a plaza. It was in a plaza. And they dragged the body. He was still alive, but they dragged the body. And they put it in front of another establishment because I guess they thought the cops would never be able to figure out the trail of blood that came from this area. And they left him there, right? They didn't call the ambulance or nothing. The only thing I could do is call my wife and be like, I was like, yo, I'm scared. Like I called my wife. I was like, I don't think I'm getting my money, right?
Yeah, they looked at you and said, "We ain't paying you neither." You said, "K."
Okay.
Hey.
Oh,
But the funny part is,
oh,
because I was patient, they knew I was one of the comedians. Obviously, they knew. So I just sat there. I never moved. I didn't jump up like I was scared, but I was scared. I just watched. I watched the stomping, and I guess they were impressed that I actually sat there and was just like, hey. Like, I think they took it like I was like, hey, shit happens every day. That's what happens. You get out of line, you get stomped out. Right? They didn't pay me right there. We went to the pool hall afterwards, right? I still ain't get paid. Still ain't got my money. These cats is buying beer, whatever. They're playing pool. And former New York Knick, rest in peace, Anthony Mason was there. Former Knick player. He was playing for the Charlotte Hornets. He had come to Caroline's, and he had come to a Caroline show, and he recognized me. So I was like, yo, so we was chilling with Anthony and everything like that. And I was there when Anthony Mason, the cops tried to jump in front of Caroline's. Were you there?
Oh, no, I wasn't there for that one.
It made the paper the next day. It was on the newspaper. Anthony Mason gets confronted by, they said, put your hands up. And he said, no. That's all I saw. That's all I saw. But I was talking to Anthony Mason. I'm making Anthony Mason laugh. We're joking, whatever. The promoter comes over. He don't know Anthony Mason, but he knows Anthony Mason. Like, he don't know him, right? So I'm like, yo, Ant, this is so-and-so promoter. He does a comedy show next door. And the dude, they went back and forth. He's like, yo, I always go to comedy. I didn't know y'all was doing it on this. It was an off day. It wasn't a weekend. It was like a Tuesday, Thursday, whatever. Anyway, long story longer, they connected. And the reason I got my money is because I connected the promoter with Anthony Mason. And he said, yo, dude, let me give you this money just for the connect that you did. And he gave me the money. That's how I got paid. So I'm gonna tell y'all comedians something. Stop stepping these promoters and start connecting other forms of income for them.
Get your money.
You get a commission. You don't get your money. Get a commission.
So I try to be thugged out and feed into this entrepreneur sense of the hood.
Yo, real quick, I do. You did me because I did a show in North Carolina back. You when they had the Nextel chirp phones.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Me and another comic drove down to North Carolina from New York. We get there, and I guess a lot of people didn't come to the show, but where we were, there was no signal for our phones, so we couldn't call, and but they left us in the hotel the whole night, and it was just like they just never came and got us from the hotel, so we never seen anybody or nothing like that. And then there was another show the next day that night. So I had, it's a 12-hour drive. So we had to leave there like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning to get back to make sure we ain't missed the next show. But in that case, like I always look back on that and I was like, it's crazy that the promoters just didn't come get us. You know what I'm saying? And so I kind of wonder if the comedian that I went down there with was just bringing some drugs down there or something like that. And needed a ride and pretended we had a show. I don't know. I don't know if it was the promoters or the comedian that time. But that's what that is.
Transporting.
Yo, that shit would be brilliant if he did do that. That would have been a brilliant. That's a lot. And you had to drive.
Yeah, I drove. Yeah, I drove down.
Yeah, that was man.
It was something in the bag.
Yeah, mentally you got stomped out, Marshall. Mentally,
yeah,
like,
I did. I was like, K.
All right, let me get to shady. I'm gonna be shady because I was taken aback, and we both know this comedian, and I like him. Did you have any feelings when for some reason Corey Holcomb just went on a rant about Dave Chappelle? I don't know the inside story. I don't know if there's any, and you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. I'm not trying to put any relationship in jeopardy. But he went on there. He was like, Dave Chappelle just goes around the country, and because he's Dave Chappelle, he gets on stage and all he does is bomb. And I was like, I've seen Dave. I've been witness to him doing guest spots. you once again, we can go on, we can move on, but how'd you feel about that state? Because I was taken aback. Like I was like, well, what's the problem?
Well, I've been on the road. This is what I say. I just past Grammys. The Dreamer just picked up the Grammy for the won the Grammy for that special. The Closer won a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? You focus on them things. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like people always gonna have things to say. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But it's like if that like I don't point my energy or anything in those directions. You know what I'm saying? It's like
right.
It's like whatever. Like I look at it like you do what you do, I do what I do. You know what I mean? So it's like that's all to that.
Yeah, that's how I live too. That's why I didn't intervene when that comedian was getting stomped out, because you do what you do. And I do what I do. And that's the way the world can all get along. You know what I'm saying? And all right. So what we got promoting? What's coming up next for you?
I will say this though. I never seen a comedian who if you equate comedy to music, you know what I'm saying, like jazz or something like that, or like the saxophone. I never seen nobody play that instrument like I seen Dave play it. You know what I'm saying? Like he's very special with what he does. You know what I'm saying? You don't really have comedians comedians will call back in a set. You don't see comedians call it back in specials. Like every special calls back to every special 1 through 7, 1 through 8. They all call back to each other. So you can't even have one without the other. You know what I'm saying? I seen him for What's in a Name. He won an award for that. He did that off pretty much off the top of his head when he was donating to his former high school, his performing arts school.
Right.
That, and What's in a Name, and they turned it into a special. That wasn't something he planned on doing. He went out there and it was like he did that off the top of his head. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That performance and that I've seen a dude just talking at a birthday party and you could probably film that and turn it into a special. I see him just doing like a speech at a dinner, and you could probably turn it. So, Dave is like he the GOAT. So you know what I mean.
No, it's amazing when I'm watching Dave that it gets to the point where when he's just explaining something, I get it. I just like the fact that he speaks publicly. Like I know he's hilarious. We all know that. That goes without it. But Dave can talk about anything. And for some reason, he has this gift of making it so compelling. And the way he breaks it down, no matter what, it could be anything. Like I love I don't know what special it was, where he basically broke down what Comedy Central had done. And for like 8 minutes of the story, there were no jokes.
Yeah, Unforgiven. I think that was Unforgiven.
Yeah. And there were no jokes. It was just his explanation and I was like, I wanted to hear more. Like I forgot. Oh yeah, that's right. He's gonna be funny too. Like I totally forgot about that. So when it comes to Ghost Dad, and I posted this, and this is Inside Comedies, and y'all know Richard Pryor. Everybody knows Richard Pryor. I didn't know a story was told that Richard Pryor, Howie Mandel. Did you see when Howie Mandel said the story about Richard Pryor getting on stage and playing God?
I did. I didn't see the video, but I saw the video. I saw like the headline of the video. I just didn't get a chance to watch it.
So that being said, the reason why I bring that is an amazing story on how the man just said, all the people that I sent down here for you killed. And now basically at the end, he said, now you're on your own. And he said it with people in the audience actually crying at Richard Pryor doing this acting. Is there something, because we all want to strive, and I don't mean achievements. Is there a place in comedy on stage where you want to go, where you haven't been comfortable enough to go yet? Is there something in your mind where you like, this is where I want this. This is what I want to do right here. Like they getting me, and I'm dope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I definitely want to, I want. There's a feeling of like that I want to leave, or an impression I want to leave on the audience, to where it's like I want people to leave my show with something, like, you know what I mean, like, and certain jokes I've had where it's like where like I'm like, well, whatever problems you're going through, it could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like to where it's like, and then I go through and I bring the funny, but like the overall message behind the joke is like, just kind of like how to face your problems. So it's like I've been looking to and wanting for my comedy to move more into that direction, to where it's like people leave with something, you know what I mean? To where it's like they come and they laugh, but they
Right.
really, really like, it's like they really leave with a bunch of different messages and a bunch of different bells to go off in their head when they come across certain situations, you know what I mean? So that maybe, maybe in a situation that might turn violent or something like that, or something, that might turn into an argument, a person will be like, something I said might pull them like to, in the direction of being like, yo, it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? So I've been wanting my material to go more in that direction, you know what I'm saying? But then it's like, at the same time, I don't want to sacrifice my funny, So it's like
Right.
finding that balance in there has been something I've been working on and looking at.
What's your thoughts on comedians, I guess, wearing wigs and dresses to get like movie roles? You think that's something that you can rock with?
Nah, I don't ever want to wear no dress. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no plans on wearing no dress. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta I don't. That's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? But like if if somebody chooses to do it, that's that's on them. You know what I mean? It's like that's up to them. That's not something I want for me. You know what I mean? And Brown Dragon, which is this karate sketch I made, I had an afro wig on or something like that. But he was a karate man with an afro wig.
He wanted to clear that up.
It wasn't no, but it wasn't no dress or no nothing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I mean, like that's been going on since the beginning of comedy. So it's like if somebody chooses to do it, like I wouldn't get around Martin and be like, yo, you was, like I can't believe you put a dress on in Big Mama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I would never like say that to Martin, but I don't have no plans on dressing up as no woman. You know what I'm saying?
And I respect it. And I always, when Jay asked the question, I've been asked that question before. I don't know what the pressure is in that room and what financial situation I'm in. So they be like, would you do it? And off the top, I'm like, no, I wouldn't want to do it. But I don't know if my house is on foreclosure and they talk about yo, we're gonna pay this $500,000 for this small scene, but you gotta be this Puerto Rican transsexual hooker and you
For how long I gotta have it on?
Hey.
Okay. Cut the check.
All right,
so
go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
No, I was about to say, so can we throw two comedians at him? He just got to pick one. Let's play that game real quick before we get out of here. Real quick. Okay. So we're gonna throw two names at you. You got to pick one. You have to pick one. So example, start off. Cat Williams, Kevin Hart. Who was Marshall rocking with?
Fuck.
And if you need to say pass, you can always say I don't want you
fucking up. He wasn't saying pass. He was giving his answer.
I mean, I would say Cat Williams. I love both of them though, you know what I'm saying? But I would say Cat Williams.
Tracy Morgan or Mike Epps.
God damn, these are like you like naming comedians, and I like both of them.
I tried to save you. I tried.
No, we good.
Right? Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, these are my like my people. Like no, don't play that game.
Don't play that game. Like, you know what's going on the promo.
That's enough of that game.
He's a friend to the room. We're gonna leave that alone.
Marshall Brady said, "Do something I could pick, like Johnny Carson or David Letterman, like do
right? Yeah,
so he can go in like, yo, fuck Johnny Carson. No, like, yo,
right? I'm like, man, you like saying people that I'm gonna see next week. Word.
Jay said your first cousin from Harlem or your godmother.
Right.
From Long Island.
They like your father's mother or your mother's mother. Yeah. Damn.
All right. Marshall, thank you for waking up. Thank you for taking time out.
Yes.
What do you have coming up? What big things do we need to spread the word? Because I got some loyal people who rock out, who always whatever we advise, they go rock out with it.
Yeah, I just got some. I'm heading out to Ohio tomorrow to do some work out there. I got my birthday party coming up August 28th. My birthday party comedy show at the Funny Bone in Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? The biggest. And you know, I got a couple projects and stuff like that I'm working on, but nothing that's really, you know, worth being like. It ain't nowhere to go support it until it's done and comes out. So, but if anything, everybody could just come rock with me over at Marshall Brandon Story on Instagram. That would be the best thing that people could do, because I keep you updated. I go to marshallbrandon.com, you know. But I just got some shows coming up right now. I don't have nothing like on the oven that's coming that's about to drop or nothing like that. So, you know what I mean? Basically just hit me up on my Instagram or Facebook, Marshall Brandon, marshallbrandon.com for everything, you know. And I'll keep you updated from there.
All right, I appreciate you, Marshall. And if you're in South Jersey, he is there once a month at the JFK Center. Everybody out there in South Jersey, biggest thing that's popping off out here. Thank you much. Hopefully, Marshall, I'm going to bother you because I still have never. I've been in every comedy club in New York, and I still haven't had somebody to refer me into the Comedy Cellar. So I'm bothering Keith Robinson. I've been bothering. I don't even know how that works.
Like you start scratching. Like, I don't know.
Like, do you have to walk the comedian in? Is this a job interview? Like, what the fuck goes on?
You pretty much just send them like a 5-minute tape. Probably give Keith a 5-minute tape, and then he'll pass it along to the manager and the booker. And then you just need a referral from one other person, you know what I'm saying? So if he walk you in there, I'll give you the other referral. You know what I'm saying? If he call you, it's just I'll give you the other referral.
Marshall said I ain't gonna be the first one,
I ain't gonna be the first.
You get past Keith, then hey,
I got you.
I got you after that. After he signs up. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you follow him at Marshall Brandon Story. Make sure you follow that. Check him out and make sure you support. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Mr. Marshall Brandon. Thank you, Marshall. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Love you guys. Great show, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Marshall Brandon. All right.
Good stuff.
All right, so we're going to add Marshall to the list. So we've had Bill Bellamy. We've had Lunel. We've had Keith Robinson. We've had Teray. We've had the Plastic Cup Boys. Well, we've had Spank. I don't think we had them both.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a nice little lineup.
Yeah, we had a bunch. Yeah.
Like we have a
forgetting.
Yeah, we had Talent. Talent was on here. Talent got on here
a couple times.
Talent was on here a couple of times. Yeah, we could actually formulate just off our roster. We could formulate a dope ass tour. All right, so that's it. We're done. Thank you, Marshall Brandon. And we'll be back at it tomorrow at Mike Sean Comedy. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Remember, he said the door us closed. Oh yeah, the door is closed. He did say the door is closed. The door is closed. Yeah. Y'all pay attention. I like that. All right, I'm out. We're gone. Let me think. Anything else? Subscribe, like, subscribe, spread the word. Miss Parker, we're glad everything went well with you. We're glad I'm assuming you're home and you're chilling. If not, we got super love for you, and we'll all support and we'll stay on top. Make sure to stay on top. Pause. We're gonna stay on top of you, taking care of whatever you got to take care of after you get out the hospital. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Jay. Have a terrific day. All right, you know what it is, y'all. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. I understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in your life. You fight for parking spots. You fight for sales. You fight for likes and views. Fight for your happiness, and never let anyone, anything, or any situation take it from you. From Michael Sean, Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C Chung, and our guest, Mr. Marshall Brandon. Go follow him. We are gone. Who is C Chung?
Always.
Oh, disrespectful.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.